This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Pillows. 1 is enough, 2 is a luxury. It's Tuesday, March 19th, 2024, and we hope you woke up on a bed full of pillows. Or as my grandma would say, pillows. P-I-L-L-A-S. Pillows. Well, I'm Aaron, and this is my pillow-clad friend, Chris.
You don't know how true it is. So here's a random pillow story.
Uh-oh, and now pillow stories with Chris.
You don't have time for this, but it's okay. When Shannon was pregnant, we had one of those huge, long, C-shaped body length pillows that wrapped around your head and your feet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
After Geneva was born, Shannon didn't like it anymore, and I used it, and I was like, this is great. I'm totally surrounded. This is wonderful. And then it was also ridiculously huge and obnoxious, so eventually we got rid of it. But now I have one pillow on my head, one like around my arms, and one between my legs. So I'm a 3-pillow. I am beyond luxury.
I'm a 2-pillow guy. I have my wedge pillow that sits me up at like a 30-degree angle, and then I have a My Pillow pillow, which is like basically a bunch of garbage in a sack. Foam garbage, but it's a really weird pillow. Anyways, welcome to Another Great Day, the podcast designed to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
About
and you know
pillows.
what, Chris? That's just what we're doing here. Awesome. Well, today's Tuesday, and on Tuesday, we like to do a little something we call the Word of the Day. This is where we'll introduce you to a word you might be familiar with. You might not be familiar with it. Chris, we have a unique word today.
That's right.
Last week was melody, but this one is also an M word, but I'm not super familiar with it.
All right. This word is mollify.
Mollify, you say?
That's right. Don't read on. I want
Okay.
you to guess out there, listening audience.
All right, kiddos.
If you can guess from my examples. I'll tell you the Latin root first.
Okay.
The Latin root of it.
Always helps.
Yes, from a long, long time ago. The Latin root is mollus, or soft. It means soft. A long time ago. That's the Latin root.
Okay.
Doesn't mean soft anymore particularly, but it's close to it.
Okay.
So here's an example. She spoke gently to mollify her baby crying. So the baby was crying, and she spoke gently to mollify the baby, which sounds bad.
Like, shh, 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 shh.
Yeah, but it's mollifying. Is that?
Interesting.
The soothing music helped to mollify the nervous patients in the waiting room. So what do you think mollify might mean?
I'm not reading ahead because I was forbidden. I'm going to go with to calm.
It means to
Like
calm.
to
That's right.
chill.
It means to calm down or soothe. It's often used in writing where somebody is trying to mollify their group of people or something and be like, all right, everybody calm down. Something like that.
Hey,
Oh,
guys.
whoa.
Hey, it's me, Billy the Asteroid.
Wow.
From like 100 episodes ago. I just been floating around space a little bit, visiting planets. You know, Pluto used to be a planet, and he's a sidekick now, and he's followed me around. Anyways, I sent a message before I crashed into that field that requested at least 2 pillows placed down to mollify the landing. As Mama Comet always said, 1 pillow is enough, 2 is a luxury. Anyways, all right, gotta go now. Bye, guys. Bye, Billy.
What just happened?
Dude, that guy, he came in like a wrecking ball. Or an asteroid.
Or an asteroid. I was not expecting.
Well, we certainly...
Wow.
Did you notice he used the word mollify?
He did. He
didn't
said-
even know.
You're trying to mollify the landing?
Maybe he was listening to the podcast.
What? He also mentioned the pillows.
Well, thanks,
man.
Billy. Tell all your asteroid friends about us. Anyways, that'll bring us to This Day in History.
All right, this is 1734. Thomas McKean.
Ooh.
Apparently, it was mispronounced in his time. It's
Because it
McKean.
looks like McKean.
That's right. An American lawyer politician who,
Second governor of Pennsylvania?
Yep.
Wow.
He was born on this day in March 19th, 1734.
How about that?
What's particularly fascinating is that his life involves the Stamp Act in Congress.
From yesterday?
From
No,
yesterday.
the dreaded Stamp Act.
I
Say it
know.
ain't so.
The group of American colonies met together in what they called the Congress, the Stamp Act Congress.
Yes.
They were there just to talk about the Stamp Act.
Get
they were
outta
like,
here.
This is a big problem.
He said, we can't do this.
We McKean do this.
Sorry.
I don't think he said that.
He didn't say that.
But he did bring up a thing. Part of what they were trying to do was vote on something. They're like, we got to do something about this Stamp Act. And they were going to vote. And he brought up a new way to vote and
Get outta
said,
here.
every state, every area gets one vote.
Whoa.
So even the small states or the small groups of people will have a big say.
I love that. Almost like the Electoral College.
And then this is what happened. They used this idea from him when writing the Constitution to create the Senate.
Well, he's certainly McCann.
He can. He made a mark on the American Constitution and how our government works
Man.
by proposing an idea about how to vote.
You know who they needed, though? They needed Aaron Champion.
Aaron
the greatest
Champion?
lawyer of America and the founder of the Cincinnati Red Sox.
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Someday he
My
would show
arch
up.
rival, Aaron Champion, the only Aaron cooler than me.
With a name it's almost as cool.
That's awesome. All right, cool. Well, Stamp Act lives on to talk about it another day, I guess.
That's right.
And that'll do it for this day in history and bring us to the green pastures of the discussion question of the day. Chris, let me ask you a question. And kiddos listening,
That's right.
you got your listening ears on. Hopefully you're enjoying what you're hearing right now and having some smiles. When was a time you helped set up for a party? And who was the party for?
That's right. It's kind
Hit
of
pause, discuss amongst yourselves.
It's kind of a very basic, normal question.
Yeah. Well, right off the bat, and my first thing that comes to my mind is the 1 million birthday parties my children have had.
It's true.
And by 1 million, I mean 12 plus 9.
They wouldn't have had more than their age.
Yes, I've officially planned 21 birthdays between them. And honestly, Denise really did all of it. I just
Showed up to be hands.
I just hand over the bags of cash in that back room. And we just keep the money on the floor that we can roll around in.
So very recently, last week, we had people over for a kind of dinner party. The women's Bible study group came over, and we prepared all day to make the yard and the house clean so we could have a nice, comfortable, homey place that would be peaceful
It
for
was
humans.
delightful. You had us over the next night.
That's true. And
we ate
also, the
leftovers.
residual efforts of setting up for that party carried on into the future.
It was glorious. Those breadsticks, I think my son ate 19 breadsticks. that
There
day.
were leftover garlic breadsticks.
Yes. Can you blame him, though? Olive
Much
Garden
were eaten.
breadsticks, I'm just saying. If we get to heaven and there's unlimited breadsticks, I would not be surprised if they were catered straight from the Olive Garden.
Oh, man.
Awesome. All right. Well, that'll do it for the question of the day. And if you had a party you helped set up for, let us know in the question below. That'll take us over to Silly Goofy Town, the dad joke segment of our show. And now for the dad joke. Here we go. Chris, I had a happy childhood. My dad used to put me in tires and roll me down hills. Those were good years.
Oh, man.
Yes, good years.
Wow.
Yes, this episode sponsored
Wow.
by Goodyear Tire Company.
And pillows.
Indeed,
Wait, the Michelin
indeed.
Man's kind of pillowy, like a
Yeah.
marshmallow.
Whoa, he's a
Marshmallow.
pillowy tire man. This is good. Well, speaking of pillowy tire mans.
Nope.
Nope, you're right. On to the real deal, the gospel.
That's right. We're talking about the story of our hero.
Yes, Jesus the Lord
That's right.
Christ.
We are in Mark chapter 1, verses 9 through 13. I'll get that first chunk, you get the second chunk. How's that sound?
Hit it.
All right, this is about Jesus' baptism. This is how it happened. Around that time, Jesus came from Nazareth in Galilee and was baptized by John in the river Jordan. That very moment, as he was coming out of the water, he saw the heavens open and the Spirit coming down like a dove onto him. Then there came a voice out of the waters. There came a voice out of the heavens. You are my Son. You are the one I love, and you make me very glad.
All at once, the Spirit pushed him out into the desert. He was in the desert for 40 days. 40 days. And the tempter tested him there. He was with the wild beasts, and the angels waited on him.
The baptism.
Yeah. That's a lot happened in those few verses there.
I was told by, I'm pretty sure you and others, that Mark is the action-packed gospel. It is the, let's move on to the next thing quickly,
If Marvel
now.
made a gospel, it'd be Mark.
It'd be the big action
It would not be the Tolkien, let's describe the field for 12 pages version. That might be Luke. All right, well, let's hit the music and call it a day. Chris, our mission here on Another Great Day podcast is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
And if you like it,
yes, you. Right there, you.
Yeah, you over there. You can rate and review it with some words or stars. And you can share it with the little share button.
That's right. But most importantly, we hope you make it
the internet beaten.
Yeah,
no.
Beat the internet, beat the internet.
We got out of order.
Sorry.
Hope that you make it
another
great day.
We'll see you tomorrow.